A meeting of all our partners over Africa, representatives from 13 African research networks and several other projects. We have 1 year left of our prospectus and we are together to network, to consolidate our learnings, and it's an opportunity for us to pull together all the outcomes that have been achieved.
Say that we have many reasons why we choose Dakar. One is that we have our regional office here in Dakar for West and Central Africa. The second reason is that we organized the first Acacia big conference in South Africa. We decided that the next one will be in a Francophone country. Third reason is that Senegal was one of the first countries of implementation of the Acacia program.
The impressive thing that I saw here was the energy of people and the understanding, the clear understanding that people have of the power of ICT4D research to inform decision making across sectors and across themes and across ministries, if you will, to really allow development to proceed along lines that are locally designed, locally made, and serve local needs.
We Africans speak 2,000 languages. We have 1 billion voices. We need technology to speak our language.
I'm the research director for the African Network for Localization, or UNLOC, unlocking digital space for African languages, working on making sure that Africans can participate in the digital age.
Health e-systems lead to health e-citizens. People talk about e-health systems. What we are interested in is health e-systems that lead to healthy and healthier citizens. Imagine a world where people can receive quality, appropriate care, whoever, whenever, and wherever they are.
We implement 2 projects that's supported by IDRC. It's a two-way system where health workers receive continuing medical education and also gather health data and report it to the districts and the National Ministry of Health.
Our project is about implementing simple management information systems for use at microfinances and small SACCOs in the East Africa region.
Our project is about introducing ICT for SMEs, small and medium enterprises.
I'm reporting here about the project we are currently doing, which is a qualitative research project on student practices, student experiences with ICTs. We're starting to see a very strong focus on the use of cell phones for learning.
We not only need to give information to smallholder farmers in Africa, we need to make sure that they have the tools, or people around them have the tools to enable them to act on that information.
This is a matter of people, government, and technology. Where you have the intersection of people, government, and technology, you then have an empowered citizen.
The most interesting part of the forum for me was getting to meet a group of fascinating people. Some of them I already knew, and that was really great to catch up and then talk about opportunities for collaboration, for further research, pushing stuff forward. And it's always fascinating to come to the origin where the problems are and try to talk to the local people and then start to think of how you can find solutions to solve these problems.
It was a good introduction to all the other Acacia projects and an overview of some of the big debates in the world of ICT4D.
We saw that the interaction is going very, very well, and I think by the second day all people were starting networking, asking questions, participating in the discussion. So this is really what I loved in this activity.
It's a difficult thing to sum up 3 days of what I would call rather intense thinking and dreaming and visioning, but I came here to witness that process of how people were envisioning the future of ICT4D research, how IDRC fits into that picture, and where we're going to go into the future.
So many people have sponsored ideas around what is important, what is it that we should be researching, how do we demonstrate the outcomes of this knowledge society, how do we evaluate our impacts, if at all.
What I'm committed to going on with is researching how to surmount the barriers of policy and received thinking in order to get African research onto the map, to open it up and to create space for African knowledge and African innovation to have a presence in the world.
What did I just write down? Actually, the question I'm asking myself is, does the informal sector of ICT contribute to economic and social development in Africa?
Some of the initiatives that are happening in Mozambique, not all of us know about them. And sometimes we have even similar projects being implemented, and what we would like to see in the future was like how the existing framework can be used to align this.
Whatever what we want to do, language and gender should be a major common factor in all departments.
In addition to gender and language, I think the translation of research into popular language, which ordinary people can access, can understand, and can learn from, is something that needs to cut across all of our projects.
We are interested in gathering country experiences, especially e-waste management issues. We would also like to grow the network.
The first day I was the only one standing in the South American corner. In these following days, with great pleasure, I have met beautiful people here. And what I find is that between our continents, we share many, many things. We have suffered many similar problems, and we are building similar solutions. It would be great if we also make bridges between the networks that side of the Atlantic and Africa to learn together and to share more.
The fact that they're identifying challenges suggests that if you can actually interpret the problem very well, you're halfway to coming up with a solution. I don't see it as a negative thing at all. For researchers, it's actually a very positive thing to be able to articulate the context, articulate the problem, and ask the right questions. That's what funding researchers in development is all about. People solving their own problems.
So going into the future, I certainly see IDRC continuing to work with our partners that we met here in Dakar. I think the future looks very bright. We have to re-envision, as we always do, where we think we're going, but I'm counting a lot on people that we met here, and of course many others, to take us into that new direction. So I'm very excited, and I think the conference was a total success. Thanks very much.